$600 for a gaming setup seems like it's pretty hard to do, but we're going to show you it's actually pretty easy.
For $350, we have this awesome gaming PC, and for $250, we have all the peripherals you need to get up in gaming, and we're gonna show you exactly how we did it after a word from today's sponsor.
Whether you're gearing up for a new semester, building your dream gaming rig, or diving into your next tech DIY project, today's video sponsor, Microcenter, has you covered. With unbeatable deals on top-tier brands and the latest gear, Microcenter is the go-to destination for students, gamers, and creators alike. Microcenter constantly has events going on where you can maximize your savings. One of my favorite deals going on right now is this AMD Ryzen 7 9800X 3D for just $399. That's an insane price for one of the best gaming CPUs currently on the market. And if you're in the California Bay Area, Microcenter Santa Clara is officially open. Come visit Microcenter's 29th location and see what all the hype is about. You won't be disappointed. Microcenter also made upgrading your setup even more accessible. Thanks to their partnership with the firm, you can shop in-store or online and take advantage of flexible buy now, pay later options that work with your budget. Combine that with the already crazy deals Microcenter is known for, and there's never been a better time to build the PC of your dreams or finally grab that upgrade you've been waiting for. If you're interested in knowing more about Microcenter and all of their offerings, check out the links in the description down below, and big thanks to Microcenter for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So if you guys haven't seen it already, we actually did a full video on that $350 gaming PC that Matt was talking about. And then for $250 more, we added a full gaming setup that is totally ready to go, and you're gonna be pretty impressed with the performance of it.
Now, if you're new to the gaming setup videos here on the Toasted Bros channel, what is included in our gaming setups is as follows. We got the computer, we got the monitor, we got a keyboard and mouse, mouse pad, and headset. You will be responsible for a desk and you will be responsible for a chair, but if you are someone who's a real budget baller, you can make do with both of those things with things you have around your house. So we're gonna go ahead and revisit this PC real quick. We actually did make a modification to it, and we'll be also testing another modification with thanks to Jawa later on in today's video. We'll go over all those specs, and then I'll dive into everything that makes up the setup and how we put it all together for 600 bucks.
Alright, so to go over the specs of this gaming PC, which is actually pretty impressive for 1080p gaming, to start off we have the Ryzen 5 3600, 6-core, 12-thread, and of course we had to get an aftermarket cooler for it because we got this off of AliExpress. This was a 3600 combo that also came with the motherboard and the RAM. So the cooler is the IDCooling SC214XT in black, and it's a pretty slick cooler, honestly. It's a 120mm tower cooler, and it's more than enough for a 3600. You could even get away with the stock cooler. And for the motherboard, we've been talking about how to pronounce it. We think it's maybe Cleesire, Lizard, I don't know. But anyways, it comes with the CPU and the RAM, so it's an A520M. And it's a pretty basic motherboard. It's red and black, but it does have 2 RAM slots. It does have a 8-pin for the CPU, no VRM coverage, so it's cheap, it's basic, but this combo is like stupid cheap. We paid $83, like with shipping and tax on AliExpress. That's wild because the 3600 alone should cost that. And then once again, for the RAM, it's from the same company, Cleesure, I don't know. But we got 16 gigs, DDR4, 3200 megahertz. It was included in the 83 bucks. Chat, let me know down below how you would say the name of that RAM. Now for the SSD, you can really use any brand, but we use a Select & Power NVMe Gen 3, 1 terabyte. There's really no reason to go Gen 4 in this because this A520 actually doesn't support it, but NVMe is gonna be a lot faster than a standard SATA drive, and it doesn't take up any room and you don't have to run any extra cables. Now for the graphics card, we actually went with a name brand. This is an MSI used off of eBay. So this is an MSI GTX 1660 Ventus model. So it's the XS 6 gigs of GDDR6 VRAM. It's really not a bad GPU at all, even in today's market, and it still has support. Now towards the end of this video, we're actually gonna be upgrading this PC, and Jawa was nice enough to help out with that. So Jawa gave us a little budget to go on their website, and for 240 bucks, we bought this Zotac 4060, which is going to be immensely better than a 1660. So we're pretty excited, and thanks to Jawa for helping us out. And to go back to the build, of course, we also had a Segotep 650 watt 80 plus gold power supply. You can get some other brands out there, but this PC being so cheap, buying these power supplies around 45 to 50 bucks, pretty good deal. But if you can find like an Asus TUF or maybe one of the MSI models, you can also go that route as well. Now to wrap all this up, we have the case and the fans. Now the case itself actually only comes with one fan. This is the Cooler Master Lite 301. So it's honestly a pretty awesome budget case. It's micro ATX, it has a full power supply basement, it's tempered glass, and I really like the front of this. Actually, I was talking to them about this earlier. It's magnetic and very easy to clean, pretty high airflow. And this case cost $39 at the time of recording this video. It's a super awesome budget case. And then Matt, you got the Thermalright pack, right?
5-pack for like 17 bucks.
Thermalright 5-pack for $17. $17.99, which is just insane. And they're good fans. I mean, they're cheap, but they're good. They sound great. You can actually PWM control them. So yeah, this build, little over 350 bucks now with the extra fans, but still a great deal. And the price of performance is totally there. And I'm excited to later on throw in this 4060 because I think even with this combo, it's going to be really good.
Now let's talk about the monitor and the rest of this setup. First up, we have the KTC 27-inch 1080p 180Hz monitor for 129 bucks, which pretty good price performance. Now really for 1080p, I normally would go 24-inch for the best pixel per inch so you get the most sharpness at 1080p, but recently we've been using a lot of 27-inch 1080p monitors, and I'll be honest, it's not too bad, especially with this being a 180Hz display with Fast IPS technology. It's a pretty solid display for a budget PC like this, and you can even grow into it a little bit because again, some of the games are not going to hit that full 180 FPS we need to, but as long as we're maintaining 90 to 100 FPS, even in the more demanding games, it's going to be really nice. And when we upgrade to that 4060, we shouldn't have any problems. Next for the keyboard, which is actually kind of crazy, we got a Hall effect keyboard. This is the Aula Win68, which is a 65% keyboard, but for some reason the listing says 60%. Kind of weird, I don't really know, but this is an awesome Hall effect keyboard that you can pick up for $35 right now on Amazon. I actually paid a little bit more when we planned this video. I paid $45, but again, for 35 bucks, you're getting Hall effect. And if you guys don't know what Hall effect is, it gives you the best response time in gaming, so you have instant activation when you are playing games, compared to normal mechanical switch. We have to deal with the actual mechanical switch bottoming out and going back up to activate a key switch. This is a much more instant way of registering a keystroke so you can get faster responsiveness in gaming. And we're going to use it and see what it's all about, but I will say it does resemble another keyboard company that sells keyboards for a lot of money. You can guess at home which one it is, but this is a really cool keyboard. I'm excited to test it. Now for the mouse, we have this Redragon M96 Pro wireless gaming mouse, which is an awesome gaming mouse that we've tested many times here on our setup videos and also sell at PCBros.tech, our PC selling business. But you can pick these things up at a wide range of different hertz polling rates. So we have 1000 hertz, we have 4000 hertz, and 8000 hertz. But we have the base level model because it is a $25 gaming mouse. This mouse is 49 grams, so it's pretty lightweight without having the need for the cheese grater look, which does get quite dirty in long gaming sessions. And also it does come with 3 connectivity modes. We got 2.4, we got Bluetooth or wired. And for the price, you really can't complain about this mouse. It looks really solid and has pretty decent build quality. And if you're looking for something that is lighter weight and doesn't cost a ton of money, for most gamers, the 1000 hertz polling rate is gonna be plenty. But if you're a professional gamer and want the best possible response times, you're gonna wanna up for the more expensive version that can be around 50 bucks. And because this is a budget gaming setup, we went very budget with the mouse pad. We have this black extended mouse pad that has a very generic name and it's $12. I mean, it doesn't get any more basic than that. It does the job. You can spend more money if you want to, but we wanted to make sure all our other peripherals had the most value when trying to cram all this together for a $600 full gaming setup. And lastly, the headset. We have the JBL Quantum 100, which is a headset we've used many times here on the channel and in a couple other setup videos, but for $39, you have a detachable microphone, which is really nice. So you can just use these as headphones, or if you want to plug in your microphone, you have the ability to do some voice chat in game. It does terminate in a single core design, so you have the mic and audio through one jack, so be sure to plug it into a combo jack to get both features. And for 39 bucks, I think the comfort is fine. I mean, me personally, I'm gonna use IAMs, which do come in at this price point. So if you already have a standalone mic or you just don't need a microphone for whatever reason, you look into the IAM market, but for an all-in-one gaming headset combo, this will do the job. So once again, $600 for this full setup. And if you guys want to copy it at home, use those links down below. But we're gonna do some gaming on it, show you guys what this PC is capable of in its current configuration on this setup. And then towards the end of the video, we'll show you guys what a 4060 upgrade would look like for this PC if you guys are considering it, shopping on Jawa. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and get to gaming.
All right, we are playing Apex Legends on our full gaming setup. Now, before we did have an FPS cap in our old video when we actually benchmarked this PC, but now we have no FPS cap, so we can get upwards of 300, and looks like about 210 is going to be about our max.
Which is a good idea when you have a 180 hertz monitor. I mean, you might as well take advantage of all that refresh rate. It's looking smooth.
You don't want more than that. No, it feels pretty good. I will say the mouse is a little bit, slightly on the smaller side. I don't really mind that, but just for anyone wondering the mouse feel, pretty large hump on the back, but overall, like it's a fairly small mouse. It's definitely not as big as like one of like the Logitech like G703s or Pros.
No one's setting this up. The first thing is the length of the cord that the headset gives you is not ideal.
Oh, is it kind of short?
Yeah, this is the best you can do. So if you had this exact setup, you're probably gonna need like an extension or something to really cleanly run it, because that's all you got.
Yep, those extensions are very cheap, luckily. It's a headset we've used quite a bit though, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, the keyboard's pretty good. You know, it has some decent weight to it. It's got the strap, which is quite literally aesthetic, but
it's real gamer.
I don't think anyone's gonna carry it by the strap. let alone who's carrying around their keyboard, you know? Oh! Focus up, guys. I need to be like that one game where I just started focusing. I started really using my gamer goo and my gamer skills.
It's the one time we're not limited by our capture card at 60 hertz, so we have to focus up.
I do wonder how much the capture card limits my abilities. And this mouse was pretty good too. We were talking about it earlier. There is multiple options. Wow, I have no health. You can get this mouse in 1K like this, 4K or 8K polling rate. But we kind of made the joke, every time we do these tests, we don't ever actually run the mice in 8K in all honesty, because 8K is cool, but for gamers like us who are not like super hardcore competitive, we really don't notice the difference in all honesty. Yeah. And on top of that, it drains your battery life a lot quicker, and there's some PCs that actually can't run higher than 1K, not well at least.
We're talking a budget setup like this. Most people who are getting into PC gaming for $600 all in are not going to care too much about their polling rate.
Yeah, and those are the kind of things that you really, you shouldn't be worried about early on because, well, I hate to say it, but if you're just starting, you're probably not going to be that good. As far as no one's won yet.
Oh, and there it is. Wolf Squad.
Wolf Squad. Well, yeah, pretty crazy performance in a game that's considered to be a AAA title. It's very easy to run, but for $350 and it's pretty good. Like, I'd be happy playing competitively on this setup.
Next game. All right, gamers, we are in CS2. Of course, we're building an ultra budget gaming PC for esports shooters. CS is going to be on that list for you guys looking to get into PC gaming. And if you do, just prepare. Your mental health will tank if you play this game on the regular. But
degrade rapidly.
We are running 1080p low settings, and it definitely has the low quality about it. But we're getting about, a little starter there, about 200 FPS, dips into the high 100s at times. But this is, again, a game that is going to be fine for this PC. And realistically, this is what I would recommend you all have as your, kind of expectations for a setup like this. We will show you guys later some AAA titles. In its current configuration, and then also with the 4060, because I think a GPU upgrade will definitely need to be in the works if you're going to want to consistently play some AAA titles on higher details. But for esports games, the same person has been killing me.
He keeps spawning you in the same spot.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
But for esports titles, this PC is exactly what it needs to be, and I'm getting killed by so many people. I'm going to lock in because I've been yapping way too much. Lock tight. There's this keyboard. Hey, I am not good enough of a gamer to really even benefit from Hall effect keyboards, but it does feel nice. Feels pretty good, and it's a really cheap keyboard, so I know that I have the tech, so maybe mentally it'll make me a better gamer. The mouse feels really good. I could daily drive this mouse. I really like lightweight mice, and it's within that range of weight that I think is pretty dang good. And again, I don't really notice a major difference between the polling rate. That guy would, though. That guy be like 1,000 hertz? What? And this monitor looks good. I mean, we did crank the brightness. We did crank the brightness before we started the benchmark run and made sure it was at 100, and I think this is pretty good. I mean, considering I daily drive an OLED, it's one of those things where I'm used to pretty bright monitors with good contrast. This is not in that department at all, but for $129, not bad at all. And this mouse pad does the job. These mouse pads are just fine. I mean, unless you really want something specific, and again, when you're at this price point, you can't be really picky with your mouse pad. I think you'll be really happy. Okay, Frank Reynolds got me. Hey, you know what? For esports titles, this is fine. Apex Legends, CS, great. I think the peripherals, and again, we were playing esports titles for this mainly because it's a good way for us to fully test out the peripherals and see what they feel like. I'm very happy with it. Let's go ahead and show you guys some AAA titles on this PC. Then we'll show you guys what it's like after the upgrade with that 4060 deal you can pick up on Jawa. Well, again, you guys got to do some talenting yourself on Jawa. We found it on Jawa, and you can use that by using the link down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and switch to those games and wrap this video up. Bow. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. All right, guys, as we mentioned before we wrap this video up, I want to show you guys what this $350 PC is capable of once we get rid of the 1660 and upgrade it to something like an RTX 4060. Now, for transparency, if we did plan this build originally with the 4060 instead of the 1660, our build would come out to be a grand total of $487, which seems like really good price performance, and we'll confirm that later on in the video. But let's do a couple side-by-side comparisons to show you if the upgrade was worth it. First up, Cyberpunk 1080p high settings with the 1660, we got an average of 48.3 FPS with a minimum of 40 and a max of 59, while when we upgraded to the RTX 4060, we went all the way up to an average of 88 FPS with a minimum of 72 and a max of 106. Really solid upgrade here in terms of the average performance that we're getting. We then played another demanding game, Clair Obscure Expedition 33, 1080p high settings at 75% render scale. The 1660 got an average of about 30 to 40 FPS, while the 4060 was a much more playable experience at 60 to 70 FPS. If you're going to play super demanding AAA titles, upgrading the the GPU is going to be more than worth it, and as you guys can see, even with that Ryzen 5 3600, it makes these really demanding games actually playable. And that's running higher details. You could go medium or low settings if you don't care about visual fidelity and want higher FPS. And lastly, we ran 3D Mark Time Spy, and with the 1660, we got a score of 5,748, which using our cents per point calculations of being a 6 cent per point, while with the RTX 4060, we got a score of 9,904, which is of being a 5 cent per point, which is funny because this PC is now more expensive, but in terms of price to performance, it's actually a better buy. It has better price to performance ratio with the upgraded GPU. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video where we built this gaming setup and also showed you guys what you could do to upgrade this awesome $350 gaming PC. Let's bring Jackson back in here and wrap this video up real quick.
All right, we just got done gaming on this full setup that is darn cheap, and it did really good. I gotta say that everything in this I was pretty happy with. There wasn't any components that felt like they were way cheaper than the others. They all felt respectively at their price range or even slightly above.
And while it is a bit harder to build budget PCs now, it's still cool to see that for $600 you can build this full setup to have a pretty solid gaming experience for those looking to get into PC gaming. And if you guys want to build this setup yourself and copy it at home, use those links in the description down below. They will be affiliate links, they will help us out. Once again, you can watch the full video on this PC if you want to learn more about it and how we built it. But I want to hear from you guys. Are you building a budget gaming setup for $600 in 2025?
But yeah, we really hope that you guys enjoyed today's full setup. Let us know what you think down below, and we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So this full setup and this gaming PC will be for sale at PCBros.tech. If you're able to come in person to Louisville, Kentucky, you can buy this setup, or if you can't, you can buy the PC online.
PCBros.tech, we sell awesome gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and so much more. And we have some awesome stuff on the website as well, including Toasty Bros merch. If you use code Toasty Bros on checkout, you will save 3% of your next purchase. See you guys later. Bye-bye.